Alright, what's poppin', everyone? We continuing from yesterday. So as you can see, we have the 4 wins, 1 loss here. And we were using Brock's team. And this is going to be Misty's team today. And then, like I said before, you can look up on bulbapedia.com. And it should tell you like all the Pokemon that she has used before. Whether it's in the main games or Pokemon Stadium or even just like in the anime. And of course, you always have to have the feature mon, right? The one she is always seen with, which is Starmie, right? Can't leave that out, even though she has like other options. But Starmie is actually a pretty good Pokemon, and this is the team right here. You can take a look at the stat spread and the moves I put on it. You can pause it if you want, but this is what I use. So yeah, let's get into a battle right away. I think right now there's only maybe 2 people playing. Oh geez, an electric type. Well, this is really unfortunate matchup. Luckily, I do have Quagsire and Lantern. Um, so he might. I mean, everything he leads off with is pretty good. Like if I don't want to lose immediately, um, it's probably best that I go Quagsire. But this guy can have Grass Knot, which is the problem. And if I lose Quagsire, I pretty much lose the entire game. So we're gonna try to scout for that and go to Lantern, see if he has Grass Knot, because I am, yeah, especially defensive. So as you can see, we're just gonna Volt Switch here because he doesn't have a switch in for Volt Switch, right? Yeah. Although we really won't do us any good because nothing is really faster. That's the problem. But Starmie can get a hit off. It's analytic and it's slower than Tapu Koko, so it should knock it out after. So yeah, we're just gonna Volt Switch here in case he goes into something like that as well. Starmie will be my main mon here because it will do the most amount of damage at Modest. Go for Surf. There's no need to like think about it. Surf is the strongest move here. And if he switches out, Analytic is boosted because it's 1.3 times if you move last, and switching out basically counts. He's going to Rising Voltage here, which is a little bit scary, but Quagsire should handle it exactly. He's going to Earthquake here. Okay, that was a bad play on my part. He might Hydro Pump or Will-O-Wisp or Trick, which would hinder us. And I don't think Stealth Rock really does anything. We're going to go into Lantern here. Okay. And again, we're just going to Volt Switch out because there's really, it puts us in a better position because Lantern isn't really doing much. Yeah, exactly. Voltazorb. So the thing is, right, Gyarados has Mold Breaker when it Mega Evolves, which means I can use Earthquake on this guy, and this thing will die. But I'm still not faster than Regieleki. But either way, every time Regieleki comes in, I can just go out into Quagsire, so that's not the problem here. Starmie is able to live a hit, but I want Starmie a little bit healthy for maybe like Zapdos, because like Surf is my strongest move. Psyshock might work, but I don't really want to go for that against this guy. I'm thinking we could just go Gyarados, because we live 1 hit if we Mega Evolve, but he might Will-O-Wisp again, which is a really, really bad thing for me. Caracosta might live because I put max into HP, as you can see here, so it should live 1. But again, he will Will-O-Wisp. So I guess Starmie is my best play here. It's a special attacker. Just gonna have to go for Psyshock. If he's faster than me, no, he's not. So he's also really slow and bulky. As you can see, even with an Assault Vest, that did like a lot of damage. I was thinking maybe I could also have like Psychic on it as well, but I really like the Bolt Beam coverage against like other types, you know what I mean? Again, this is a free, easy Lantern here. It's our especially defensive. We can go for 1 Scald here to try to like fish for a burn. And see, the thing is, I don't know if this guy is like locked in into like a move. We're gonna go Starmie here, live a hit, and see if he goes for an electric type move to like know if he's locked in whatsoever. Okay, so he might actually be locked in here, which in that case he might not be as well, because like Dazzling Gleam will knock it out right after anyways. Um, this is a problem here. I think Swanna is like the least useful mon here. So we're just going to go for Sack and Rain Dance and Dragon Dance up with Gyarados essentially. We're going to stay. No, do we want to stay? Because Dazzling Gleam will do a lot of damage either way, right? Yeah. But the thing is, look at my special defense. I don't think this fully kills me. Unless it's Specs, right? But that's the thing, though. I should never really... I'm going to go back into Gyarados here, because he's most likely Specs. Dragon Dance up. He could Volt Switch, that's the thing, though. I guess I can go for Crunch. Oh, wow, it just kills me. So that thing is Specs. There's really not much I can do here. I should live one due to... Nope, never mind, I don't live. This is really unfortunate. That's a L for the first game. Going to get up Stealth Rock here. It's not really going to do much. And, I mean, at this point, it's pretty much just a sack. Go Lantern in case he goes for anything else. Go for Earthquake. Yeah, he is locked in as I thought. We're going to go and get another battle here. Go for Earthquake here. Oh, wow. It doesn't really even take it out, which is crazy. Go for Scald. But we're unaware. That's the thing, though. So, I should have went for Recover. Really doesn't even matter. And Psyshock may or may not take it out. It doesn't? Okay, well, GG. I still don't think I'm allowed to, like, type on here because I haven't set up the account yet. It's not verified or whatever, so I don't think I'm able to, like, text, unfortunately. I think we have 3 people here who are not rated, so I guess they're just playing against, like, each other or something like that. Or people who are, like, testing teams and they're playing against their other alt accounts. Whichever it may be. So we got Rain, we got Grass, or no, these are Steel type. Okay. So now we have a Dark. We have a Dark type team here. Which isn't too bad. Ting Lu is super bulky. You have fun as well. Monk Alola is also pretty damn bulky. So is this guy. And these 3 are his threats, I guess. These 3 do the most amount of damage. I don't think, like, Lantern can really tank much. Unfortunately, Meowscarada is a huge threat, as always. Might have to just go Gyarados here. And if I get off a Mega Evolution, which is not great for me considering Flower Trick, The thing is, and this Protean basically gives him a Terrestrialize, right? No, because it doesn't boost it. It just makes his type fully Grass. He could U-turn here, but he is -1 attack. If we Dragon Dance... Yeah, okay. So if we Dragon Dance and normal, he doesn't get the boosted U-turn. If he goes into Mandibuzz, and we... If we Mega Evolve here, and Aqua Tail, it should do a lot of damage. Yeah, because it ignores Vessel of Ruin. So he goes for Whirlwind here. We can go for a Stealth Rock as well. And go for a Scald on anything coming in, which doesn't really appreciate it. Or just burn it and get rid of Ting Lu. We have... Do we have Hazard Removal? Oh shit, we might not even have Hazard Removal. Which is unfortunate. Okay, so he tried to go for a Whirlwind there. Luckily, we are unaware on this thing. Crap, we don't have Hazard Removal, right? We don't have... So, in this case, right, I'll go with Psychic and Rapid Spin. Because we need some sort of Hazard Removal. And... this guy can just basically go for a Grass move and I'm screwed, right? I'm gonna go Swanna here. It doesn't live because it's a critical hit every single time. But do we live one with Lantern? No, I don't think so because it also crits, right? Might be a loss here because of Meowscarada. See if we can get a Scald off. No, we don't. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Pretty sure we die here as well. Yep. Pretty much like sacking everything. Go Continental Crush here. GG. It's pretty much good game here. This is looking even rougher than the Rock-type team, which is actually crazy. I was expecting the Water-type team to do a little bit better. But then again, like I said, we are slightly higher up currently, so it doesn't do us any favors here. And just go for a Scald. It really doesn't matter because this is a loss at this point. Yep, just let him 6-0. Or 5-0, actually. Really, really unfortunate. If he didn't have Meowscarada, it would have been a much more like it would have been a lot easier. But even if he did, right? So that's the thing with National Dex MonoType. Like if they have a full team of grass, you're pretty much already lost, right? If they have a full team of like electric or grass, it's really, really hard. The electric one was a little bit easier because I did have these two. So I definitely could have played the electric one a little bit better, but the grass one, there wasn't much I can do about that. Even though his team was mostly pretty much dark type, but the Meowscarada, like I said, I probably should have kept Gyarados in its regular form, considering the fact that it gets the Intimidate off, and it is a little bit resistant due to the flying type, right? Because Swanna doesn't really take any hits. Okay, so we have a Ghost type here. Sinistra is really scary because, again, the grass type move, plus it absorbs health, right, when he does that. We might lead off with Swanna here and get off like a Rain Dance Hurricane, or yeah, like a Rain Dance Hurricane. He could poison, but again, Rain Dance kind of like stops the poison immediately, so it really doesn't matter. Of course, this does a little bit too much damage, unfortunately. We're going to go Starmie here, and we're going to go and he doesn't have a dark type, right? So this is a very strong Psychic to get off here. Aegislash could come in, but if it does, it's boosted by... Okay, well, Surf is boosted here, and we do have an Assault Vest, so we should definitely live. But it doesn't do enough. Okay, so he expected me to, like, switch out. Surf, again, is boosted. It's the strongest move I have. Okay, that was a critical hit, which is really unfortunate for him. Like, it was really lucky. So I found my Assault Vest, but this guy is a physical attacker, right? He goes for Poltergeist here. But we are now faster, and if we Mega Evolve, he cannot... I should have gone hard Gyarados, because when it Mega Evolves into a Dark type, it takes out their entire team. So he could just go for a Shadow Sneak here, or, okay, Destiny Bond, I guess, also works. But let's go back into... Oh man, this Sinistra is getting scarier and scarier. It's gonna go for Hurricane here. There's not much else. Like, I can't do anything else against this mon. Oh, luckily he gave me Sinistra. So we both made a few misplays here. I'm gonna go for a Scald, hopefully get a burn. And if he's special, then you know that's also a problem. But we're gonna go for Rain Dance, go for Rest here, and go for Scald because it's boosted by the rain. That doesn't really matter. He is minus special defense right now, so it should do a lot more damage in the rain especially. Let's see how much it did before rain. 25%, right? So it should do the same. Okay, so he gives up there. Good game. We're going to try to get, like I said, 3 wins, which is the same as last time. Okay, Poison type right here. If this is Water Absorb, this is really unfortunate because there's not really... I mean, only Starmie can really hit it. But Starmie is the GOAT right here. Again, people might lead Glamora, which luckily now I do have Rapid Spin on Starmie, so I'm going to just lead Starmie because, like I said, it's very, very strong. But if he does lead Beedrill, I can, excuse me, if he does lead Beedrill, I can just go into Gyarados. This right here, let's just go for Psychic. Because that should just knock him out anyways. We're modest, right? We have max investment into special attack, If it doesn't knock him out, that crit is again really unfortunate and like super lucky on my part. This Claude Zyre is, he can't terrestrialize, so I don't know why he went out to this. We're just going to Psychic again. Okay, and go for a Psy Shock here, because we do have Heal Bell, so I'm not too worried about. Maybe he has Protect. Yeah, okay, so he was more specially defensive, it seems. But see, like, even like when you have type matches, like for example, Poison versus Water, it doesn't seem, it seems like it's fair, right? But then when you have just that one Pokemon that has a typing that's super effective, it just really, really sucks. You know what I mean? We're just gonna go for a regular Crunch here, because if we Mega Evolve, then it's become super effective against us because we're a Dark type. And he could sub again, but Quagsire honestly pretty much deals with this pretty effectively, and we can just EQ his entire team at this point. We're gonna get up Stealth Rock here, just because of in case there's a Focus Sash on any one of them. Even though there's really no need for me to do that, I'm gonna recover here once, in case we like actually need Quagsire, because his Earthquake does pretty much just knock out Salazzle if it doesn't learn Energy Ball, which I'm pretty sure it does. But will he have Energy Ball on Salazzle, or would it just be like a Toxic set? You know, and which in that case, Swanna pretty much just beats it. Alright, so we go for Scald here, actually. Get a burn on it. I know it's just pretty much prolonging the game, and whereas I could just like Earthquake, Scald also pretty much does the same thing in case he tries to substitute. It breaks the sub and gets a potential burn. He U-turns out, get a potential burn on something, which will be nice. Glimora. Okay. Just gonna Earthquake here. Or should I save this? Is it possible to even save it? I could save it on Toxapex, right? Because I can bring it all the way back up to full health. Yeah, screw it. Just EQ here. I think he gets up one layer only, because I think if it's Contact, like if you hit him with a Contact move, then it will be 2 layers. He could sub here, and we don't want that, so I'll let him knock me out in this case, or we could just go hard Gyarados. Yeah. He doesn't have Fell Stinger, so I'm not worried about that. Just going to go for a Crunch here, because Gyarados is only needed for this mon, pretty much. Like, there's no other reason we need it. Or we Mega Evolve, go for Earthquake, in case he decides to switch, and hope that I just die to Poison, you know? And now Beedrill can also, again, it can just sub up, which is a problem. So we're going to try not to let it do that. Just go for Liquidation. Knockoff is also good because I'm pretty sure like I have a lot of attack, right? So this should definitely knock its sub off. We're going to go for a Shell Smash if he brings in Toxapex, because he can't burn us, considering now that we're poisoned. If he goes for a Salazzle, then we're just going to go for Liquidation, I guess. Although if he protects and goes for the Disable move, it would be pretty annoying. But since he went for that, we're just going to Shell Smash up and then go for the Z move. He could have Haze, and if he does have Haze, we'll just go straight for the Z move. But yeah, Venoshock. Oh, that's pretty interesting. He might have Protect as well. Yeah, see, like the speed is really, really slow, right? So he does have that. We'll just go for a knockoff here. Get rid of his leftover, which should do like about 40%. Leave him around at this point, I think. Yeah, 47%, which makes sense. And Starmie should live pretty much everything at this point. Actually, should have went into Lantern first. Let's go for a Heal Bell here on his Protect or Bayful Bunker. He could recover, but honestly, like I said, Starmie pretty much knocks it out, so I'm not that worried. Right, he goes for Venoshock. Yeah, we're just gonna go for a Discharge here. I think it's pretty much game at this point. We'll look for another one. and get it going. He is 1000 rating. Let's go for a Scald here. It doesn't really matter if I like paralyze him or not, so GG. One more game. If we win, if we lose, again, gotta find another one. And this one is against Fire, so it's actually looking really, really good here. His Charizard is most likely Charizard Y, which is the one that sets up Sun and is a special attacker. It could be Z, so he can have like a Dragon type, like a Resist, right? But his Volcanion is pretty unfortunate because it absorbs my water. Oh, never mind. He just gave up again. When people do that, I don't really consider that as a win. So we'll just keep going and have one more, especially how short that was. So again, another poison type. They could set up with Glimmora. But we're going to go Starmie here in case he does go Glimmora. We go for a Surf. Wow, he goes into Toxapex, which is really crazy considering we have Psychic. Muck Alola. Okay, that's fine. Going to Gyarados here, get an Intimidate off. Pretty much Dragon Dance up. And EQ, EQ, EQ. And this should knock it out. It doesn't matter if he has like Levitate on anything. This pretty much knocks out everything. Wow, so Earthquake does give a Toxic Debris. I didn't know that. Okay. Is it plus speed? Wow, he doesn't have an item on it? I'm confused. Okay, so it's... Okay, I see. Which, in that case... You have to go Quagsire here. Stealth Rock will pretty much wear this thing down. He's going to go into Amoonguss, so there's no point for me to Earthquake here. And with Amoonguss, we can just go Swanna. He goes for Spore here. We can try to go for a Wake Up. Yeah, because he goes back into Iron Moth, which honestly Lantern kind of deals with, just simply due to the fact that it's specially defensive. Yeah, it goes for Energy Ball here. We're going to go for a Discharge, hope for a Para. If we don't, get a Heal Bell anyways. Wake some things up. Okay. Go for a Volt Switch. This thing probably does have Giga Drain, right? He goes for Toxic. Okay. Continental Crush this thing. Should knock it out. And I'm not too worried about the last three. This one is the biggest threat. It should go for an Energy Ball here, I believe. Like, you know, it hits the entire team. So there's not much we can do. Could try going for a knockoff. Yeah, that's not going to work. Go Swanna here. Go for Rain Dance. Should we, though? Let's get a Scald Poison in case he does, like, Energy Ball, because it'll be really tough on us. Rain Dance here. We go for Rest because that's his strongest move at that point. Because Knockoff does like 1.5 times power at 65, which is like 100 and what something. It does double that, right? Okay, so he goes for Shadow Snake here. Going to Quagsire. Earthquake pretty much knocks out the rest of his Pokemon, and we should live one hit with Starmie because again of the Assault Vest. So that is a good thing. I believe Earthquake knocks this thing out at 69%. Okay, it doesn't, but honestly, that's fine. Go for a Scald here. It really doesn't matter. He goes into Iron Moth. We sack Lantern, go into Starmie, and then Psychic. And that should be a good game. Wow, Lantern still lived one, which is crazy. And pretty much Psychic. Yeah, that was really scary there. Psyshock might be better on this thing. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Let's go for Psychic as well, see which one is stronger. And Earthquake should knock it out. I don't think he's faster. Yeah, okay, GG. Good game. All right, so that'll be it for today. That's our 3 wins. Going to the lobby here and do type rank so you guys can see. We lost 2 today, but got our 3 or 4 wins basically. That's our score right now. And yeah, see you guys later.